Here's what's going on with the process, Howard.
Yeah.
First I have to pull the tape.
Right.
Then some of our tapes are still in that weird state where they need to be baked again. That's a whole other issue.
Right.
But we're out of ovens right now. We're buying some more today. Once they're baked...
The reason our tapes need to be baked is because the radio station bought a bunch of tapes, and all of the tape was defective.
Yeah, nobody even understands what baking a tape is.
Well, that's what I'm explaining. So you literally have to put the tapes in ovens in order to play them back on Best Of.
They're convection ovens. They got to be in the oven for 8 hours. Then as soon as you get them out, you have to give them some time to dry. Then you immediately have to put them on CD.
Didn't 3M say they would do it for us? Maybe we should just let them do it for us.
I don't know if I don't even know if they'd still do it for us. But so
maybe they would.
So I got that process. Once the tape is baked, then it has to go to
3M made these tapes that literally were defective.
Yeah, they disintegrate or something, don't they?
So I get screwed, and then they say, well, okay, we'll bake your tapes for you. And I'm going, wait a second. I'm going to hand you over my precious tapes. You're the guys who've screwed up the tape. What are you going to do when you bake them? I don't know. So I started baking them myself. Literally, it's like baking a cake.
But it's been years.
It has. It's 7 years.
Because we only have 2 ovens. And we can only bake a tape at a time.
We had 2 ovens. Then we got 4.
Right.
So we had 4 ovens that were going all the time. Then we hadn't needed them for a while, so they got loaned to another radio station so they could bake some tapes.
What? Who told who? I would never have given permission for that.
Our chief engineer lent them to another radio station.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I thought we were baking every day.
No, so we're going out today to bake some new tapes. Well, we hadn't had a bake in a while.
Yeah, but let's keep baking anyway.
Well, we were, and then it stopped. It's a whole thing. So
why would it stop? Who gave permission for it to stop?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're my producer.
No, I don't know what happened. I thought we were going right to the
I thought every day we're baking.
I thought we were, too, but I also thought we were mostly caught up, especially on the Best Of tapes.
No. Screw Best Of. Every day, interns should be baking my tapes.
Yes.
Well, how long ago have we not been baking? How many months has this been going on?
Less than a month.
I bet you that's not true.
No, because the ovens have been there. The ovens have been there.
Yeah, but when's the last time somebody baked tapes on a regular basis every day?
Yeah, because it sounds like they were loaned because they were sitting.
I don't know the answer to that. I know Lewis is in charge of baking the tapes, and this was an issue that
Gary,
you... No, listen to me.
This is upsetting me.
Listen to me.
Lewis, get in here.
Hold on. This is an issue I've talked about. They're constantly pulling Lewis off of what we need.
I don't care. Never listen to anyone but me. I don't care what Tom says. I don't care what the president... I don't care what Les Moon says. If Sumner Redstone himself walked in here and told you to stop baking tapes...
Well, wait a second. You've even gone to Tom...
I will tell you no.
You've gone to Tom and said, I need Lewis to do what I need him to do, yet they keep using him for Best Of.
No. Don't do it then. Then there's no Best Of. Who cares at this point? We're leaving. I want my tapes baked. I don't care what Tom wants. And meanwhile, Infinity owns those tapes with me. So what's the difference? We're doing it for them. Never listen to Tom Lewis. Don't listen to Sumner Redstone. You listen to me. You are no... Tom, excuse me, women, I'll get right to you.
No, excuse me.
Tom, I said I'll cut you. I'll give you time on the air when I'm ready. Lewis, look at me.
Lewis
I don't care who...
by me.
I don't care.
By the company.
But doesn't matter. You won't know what's going on.
Hired by he's our employee.
No, you hired him specifically. Hold on, Tom. I'm not. You hired him because we needed help with this tape and everything else. You hired him for the show.
You don't tell him what to do.
No, he's not my employee. But you gave him to me and you said he's here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now he just. But he
get someone else to do Best Of. Lewis, look at me. You want to continue working here and having Tom pay you? You are to start baking those tapes round the clock.
Tapes are being baked even as we speak, by the way.
When's the last time you baked a tape?
Consistently?
Yeah. Be honest.
It's been at least a year.
A year?
I knew it.
Somebody hit me over the head with a hammer right now.
The situation is that it's not just Best of reels that need to be baked. Right. There's a lot of various bites reels, movie reels.
Who told you to stop baking them?
And you haven't been baking.
Hold it.
No.
Who told you to stop baking?
Well, it's just a question of what comes up and what needs to be done.
Why am I disobeyed? Tell me how it happened. It's not your fault. You're caught in the middle.
You want all the tapes baked.
I need those done. From now on, you are now being promoted. I'm giving you a new title. You are president of baking.
I'll be honest with you. For a while there were interns doing it, but the problem is if you have interns do a lot of bites reels,
it doesn't work.
It's not something that you want to keep in their hands.
Lewis,
it gets a little bit confusing.
Drop everything else. I'm canceling Best Of for the rest of my remaining time here.
I'm totally fine with
it. Good. You're off that detail.
Can I tell you what happened?
I want you baking my tapes before they're lost forever. Every day, just bake. That's your job.
And a year has gone by.
If Tom comes into you and says, Lewis, please don't bake any more tapes.
Right. And
immediately call me.
I don't want to make it seem, Gary. I mean, I'm not making it seem as like anybody's fault. It's just a question of what has come up. You understand?
But here's what happened.
No, Lewis, something comes up. Who do you call?
I'll call you.
Call me. And then it's done.
Howard, can I tell you what happened?
Continue baking. Don't even be sidetracked by Tom's craziness.
Wants a raise. Who does he call?
I never get a raise.
That's not true. Excuse me?
11 to 12 cents?
Aren't you getting 12 cents an hour now? I think you'd do better off in prison.
What happened was a year ago, the way we handle the show changed because of that whole FCC stuff. So Lewis was needed to add another level.
I don't care about the other level. That's Tom's problem.
But we went in.
It's not my problem.
But Howard, do you remember we went in to talk to Tom and you said, I need Lewis doing what I need him to do?
Right.
We had that meeting, and for a while we did, but then we don't.
Okay.
Oh, so Tom waited
What Tom does is waits till... If you don't tell me, if Lewis and you don't call me immediately, the only person that can put Tom in his place is me. I don't listen to Tom. If I listen to Tom, you know where I'd be? In the toilet. I know what the priorities are. I know that we needed to even... He didn't even want to tape our shows.
Yeah,
there wouldn't even be a best of with Tom. There would be no tapes. Tom doesn't know. If Tom knew, he'd be somebody else.
Positions would be reversed.
Tom even knows he doesn't know. He gets upset when you listen to him. Lewis, from now on, anybody tells you, Tom, if Sumner Redstone, the president of Viacom, walks in.
George Bush.
And says he knows. I'm telling you he doesn't know. I know my business and what I need you to do.
But, Howard, I'm telling you that the second this conversation ends, and again, Tom has already admitted, he's the boss.
Let's go through it.
A different conversation.
As soon as this conversation ends, Tom's going to grab you in the hallway and go, Lewis, you better listen to me. You're in big trouble. What do you do?
I'll talk to you first.
No, not first. You pick up the phone. You call me. I'm going to give you my personal number.
All right. We'll chat.
And just tell me, and then I'll handle everything.
Then you'll tell him again to just listen to you, and then what will happen?
No, he'll call Tom. He'll deal with Tom.
But tell Tom right now.
Tom, no more best ofs if you carry on. It's a privilege I give you. Don't forget it. You want to have a good fourth quarter, don't you? You want to impress Joel. You're a master. Lewis, no more best of till that baking stuff's going on.
And if Howard's not available, Lewis, you call the head of show business. You call Steven Spielberg.
Right. I don't care.
Around the clock now.
Steven Spielberg doesn't know. I know.
But you need baking around the clock now.
Well, would you say that
you've got a year behind?
Most of the project is done, right? We're close to done.
Yeah.
How many tapes do you have left to bake?
I'd say give or take about 80.
80, okay.
Which is not a lot. It's 80 hours of work.
The problem is it's not just 80 hours of work.
Right, because
let me hear your problem. Gary, stop interrupting. What is the problem?
It takes 6 hours
Get rid of
bake
Mike Lewis.
reel.
6 hours to bake each reel. I'm a mathematician.
5 hours to cool down.
Okay.
All right.
It transfers in real time. In other words, you can't do high-speed transfer.
That's 12 hours of work.
So it takes about one tape. 1 hour, 10 minutes for each reel.
Okay.
So that's how many hours
12.
per
So
reel?
If you add up all of those...
14 hours.
I'm 14 hours per reel. So what you're telling me is for 80 reels, it will take 1,000,000 years.
So 4 at a time. But I got an idea.
Good. Get busy. Start now.
4 at a time.
He doesn't have time for anything.
4 at a time.
Okay. So 80 divided by 4 is 20. Theoretically...
This would have been done already. For a year, nothing was done.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to add, gasoline to the flame, but another problem is that if another project comes up in the meantime...
Lewis, you're liberate. There's no other project.
What other project?
What other project? Give me a project.
Other production stuff, any best of stuff that may come up.
But no more best of. I've liberated you. They're going to go find someone else to do that.
But let me just...
If they want a best of, they're going to have to figure out how to get it without you.
Let us hear what he's been going through.
No.
In the meantime, let's just say, hypothetically, if something else came up that you wanted me to work on.
Who knew you were so important? I mean, one guy I got.
And
I can't operate like this.
Well, listen to this. This is the best part.
Yeah.
If you wait on those reels to be transferred, if you give it another 2.5 weeks, they'll need to be baked again.
Right.
Because the emulsion will start building up on the reel.
You can't stop in mid-bake.
All right, listen to me. Because my head's going to explode.
But Howard,
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to make it as simple as I can. Because you're right. This is all very complicated. Only one thing you need to do here. Forget everything else. There's nothing else you need to do except bake those tapes. If someone, Tom, Sumner Redstone, Leslie Moonves, Joel, whatever his name is, Steinberg, whatever they say, Hollander,
Okay.
some Jewy name.
That's okay.
I was going to say, Joel Steinberg is involved with the company?
That's a bad joke, okay? Take it back.
Hold it. If any of these guys come in wearing a suit and tie, they look like they know what they're saying. They all look like they know something. I'm telling you they don't.
But generally a suit and tie means they don't know anything.
And if they tell you to go back to best of, say, yes, sir, absolutely. Then call me, and I will take care of the rest.
Let me pose you this, Riddler.
Nothing to pose.
No, so it takes 6 hours to bake a tape.
Go ahead.
5 hours to cool a tape.
Right.
5 hours to cool.
While those 4 tapes are sitting in that oven, is he to sit there and watch them, or
Yes.
can he do other things?
No,
but here, can I tell you something?
No.
Once a process starts, the next day, he now needs to start transferring those 4 tapes within 2 weeks, or the process is to be done again.
Gotcha. And that takes an hour.
An hour each.
An hour
But
each tape, 4 hours.
It's really 4 hours,
4 hours,
and he doesn't even have the studio time or area to do that, right?
Yeah. No, he's booked. Tom, I understood everything he said.
So if the show ends at 11...
When he's baking, while he's baking, he's transferring. This is not a guy sitting idly around. This might be the most important man in show business right now. Our tapes need to be... they're lost forever. And it's in my interest and your interest and this company's interest.
That's right.
That's right.
Because we own those tapes together.
That's right.
Even past January 1st, there may at some point become an allegiance that's beneficial to both companies.
That's right.
Gotta
you never know.
have the tapes,
we can agree.
You never know.
Gotta have the tapes.
Right.
You never
know. That's
You
right.
never know.
You never know.
But there can be no discussion without tape.
Right. No tape, no discussion.
That's right.
So, again, I've identified what is most important. So let me ask you something right now, so I know you understand this,
You're
Lewis.
asking me or Lewis?
Lewis.
Is NBA. I'm sure.
All right,
you
Lewis.
understand.
What is more important to you? Your own life? These tapes? Or getting best of done?
At this moment, these tapes.
Exactly right answer. Thank you. Now I know he understands. Anyone interrupts your train of thought, you say, yes, sir, and then you pick up the phone and call who?
Let me ask one little question.
Right.
How did this go on for a year?
Because nobody lets
That's
me
not true.
know.
No, that's not true.
Not true!
No, it's not true.
Not true! What could be not true about this?
Lewis came to me with it right away, and then you and I went in to see Tom.
I'm going to have a heart attack from you.
He came back to me again. I went to talk to Tom again. He came back to me again recently, and he said that he felt he could get these done in the next 3 or 4 months. It really should take 40 work days.
You know, I'm so worked up right now, I don't hear a word you're saying.
But
I'm on another planet right now.
There's something there. You got to listen.
Listen to me.
What? Lewis shouldn't have any more tapes to bake. This has been going on.
I agree.
Listen to me, Gary.
Yes.
Stop talking. It's done.
I got you.
I want my tapes baked.
But you asked a question. I had to answer it.
Don't answer me. Ever again. You come up with dopey answers.
Can I just finish?
No!
Can I hit you in the head with that hammer?
No! I'm going to explode.
Can I go to a different subject, sort of?
My empire!
So the way this conversation started was I said, I'm trying to get...
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm demoting you.
Mm-hmm.
You're now assistant producer. Lewis is your boss.
Excellent.
Because he seems to understand me.
And he loves me.
And you're no longer allowed to talk to Lewis. Taking you off that. Lewis, you answered a no on that.
How can I be
the only person you directly talk to me?
How can I be a subordinate to a guy I can't talk to?
Right.
Now, how?
No, he'll talk to you when he needs you.
And what do I say?
Nothing. Don't answer him.
You can write down
Lewis, go move your stuff into your new office.
Yeah, go to that new closet.
Yeah. Put Gary in that hole you work out of.
His office is bigger than mine.
Oh, please. All right, look. You throw me off my game.
May I just get to the
all
point?
calm down here.
May I get to the point that
I'm not making a joke.
Can I get to the point that I was trying to make that we started with? So after that whole process is done, for the great stuff we're trying to play...
Why are you still talking? Lewis is now the boss. If someone wants to talk, Lewis will talk.
Lewis, may I please have permission to talk?
Gary, out of the studio now.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question, Howard? Right now, we are putting together best of that needs to be baked.
That's right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Now, what did you question? This is good. This is good. Go ahead.
So what takes precedence in this?
I can answer this.
A best of baking project or an old material
I can answer this.
project?
Bake the best of and take care of transferring it, but you shouldn't be involved in any of the editing of it.
Ah.
Now
good answer. Now you know.
But I've had this conversation.
I needed you to know this a year ago.
I did. We did. Tom, have we spoken about this several times?
Forget Tom. I'll deal with Tom. Tom doesn't know what to do.
Because Tom has made it a year of no baking.
Tom has blown it. Tom has wasted his time with his company and me.
We've actually brought another guy.
Tom is my obstacle. Don't go to Tom for help. Tom is here not to help. Tom figures out how to screw me up.
We actually brought another guy into the process. I brought a Dead Air Dave.
Dead Air Dave!
Is supposed to be listening to Best of to free up Lewis.
Good.
And he is.
But not completely, because Lewis still has to work on Best
Listen to me. Dead Air Dave, Tom, Richie Herbie, Scott Salem.
Richie Herbie's not really here anymore.
Listen to me. All these guys are going to go solve the problem about Best of. They want Best of, let them solve it. My man Lewis is in charge of baking.
I thought he was the producer.
He's the president of baking and the producer of this show now.
He's got two titles.
Right.
He's the king of baking.
You ever see what a baker wears?
Yeah.
What does a baker wear?
One of those aprons, a big
An apron and a big hat. Yeah. I want you to buy one today, charge it to me. I want you to walk around so you can remind yourself of what you're supposed to be doing.
Remind others, because Tom will try to pull him away.
Don't wear street clothes.
Tom,
from now on, you wear a baking outfit. The apron and a big giant hat.
And, Louis, if there's a free oven, make me a pizza.
Louis, come and check out your new office.
You better get out of there, Bubba Boo.
All right.
I'm throwing pictures of Gary's kids in the garbage right now.
You see what my day is like? It's filled with nonsense.
I just can't believe it.
I mean, really, it's common sense decisions that have to be made by me.
When those tapes, we first discovered those tapes were in danger.
If you don't have those tapes, you don't have anything.
Your head blew off.
Robin, understand, 98% of the project is done.
No.
There's hundreds and hundreds of
things. Why is it languishing?
Gary, what are you answering her for?
Why is he talking?
Can I have Tom's office?
No, seriously, why are you talking? Louis will answer all questions from now on about baking or Best of.
Louis, how much is done?
No, he doesn't answer to you.
Told you 80 hours.
Who are you?
No.
You're nobody.
How much of the project has been done? Hundreds and hundreds of hours.
But it's not finished.
You know what? This is a waste of my life.
Important. They should never have been backburnered.
Right. This is a waste of my time, a waste of my audience's time.
Gary, get my coffee.
I want to apologize.
He didn't bust him down to intern.
It's this close. Really, come on. This is very important to me.
I've been on it.
No, you haven't been on it.
Well,
it hasn't gotten done. That's why you lost your title.
There should be nothing to bake now.
Louis, where do you want your chair?
Louis, where do you want your chair?
Under the desk, retard. Where else would it go? He wants it in the hallway, you moron.
Smells like a petting zoo in this office.
All right. All jokes aside, this is very important to me.
Can I apologize to Gary?
Why?
For suggesting that we hire Sal?
No, I think Sal's funny.
No,
I thought you would apologize for letting the project language.
No, I don't need to apologize for that.
You don't?
Gary said the baking stopped a month ago. It turns out it stopped a year ago.
No,
he didn't even know.
That's a lie. Listen closely. It stopped regularly a year ago. There has been baking going on the whole year. But that's not the question that was asked.
I need baking.
What is it? But hold on, you two big lawyer about
No, you're baked.
You said
I
was correct.
Stick his head in the baking oven. I'll bake his head.
The way you're going, if this hadn't come up today, it still would have been intermittent.
This is how black people got lynched in the South, by a crazy mob.
Oh, this
you guys
is
are like a crazy
funny.
mob.
This is very
There's no way to win.
Now
you know how I feel.
You let it go.
This is not a fair trial.
All right. Everyone's got their assignment now?
Yeah, Robert, go throw a rope over a tree.
No, seriously. Everyone understands now?
I totally understand.
Louis, you know what you have to do?
Absolutely.
Right. Tom, if Tom lectures you, say yes, sir, and then call me.
Can I point out one thing?
I'm confused.
I need to talk. I swear to God, it'll be important.
You're not allowed to talk.
Please.
Ask Louis. Don't ask me.
Louis, can you ask Howard to ask Tom if Tom has signed off on this project?
No, wrong question. Stop asking what Tom thinks. That's your problem.
But you have not gotten him to agree.
No, I'm not asking his permission.
I know you're not asking.
Louis is going to bake. Best of is canceled. If somebody wants to continue it, let them find someone to continue it. Do you understand me?
I do understand that.
Louis, bake. There's no best of without those tapes. Time is running out.
You got it. Eat it, Gary.
What's that, retard?
Eat it.
What, retard?
You're fired. This chair is comfortable.
How could you have that question?
It's not
because Tom signed. If I waited for Tom to sign off and think things through, there'd be no best of, there'd be no tapes. He wanted to record over them.
It's just different when you're in the room with Tom and when you're not. And it's not a bad thing.
Anybody has a problem.
He tries to help us, but when you're here...
If Tom knew how important this was, he would have bought 50 ovens, and we would have been done with this.
Yeah.
Okay, you understand?
Don't let this just sit around.
I would have had a team of
bakers.
bakers.
If we had bought 50 ovens, we'd have baked tapes that would then have to be rebaked before we had the time to have them transferred.
No, you would have gotten more. You would have realized the importance and put 50 people on this.
Right. But
look how well Tom has fought the FCC. I mean, you're going to put him in charge of baking tapes?
But is there a way to put 2 people on it and have it done in like 15 days?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Was that a bad question?
I don't want you.
How many ovens do I have to buy?
Right. Forget it.
Buy 2 more.
I'm going to get this done.
We have 2 already working.
So, but we had 4, and I'm saying if we had 6.
Where are the 4?
They went away.
Well,
you gave my ovens away?
I did not give the ovens away.
Who did?
Richie Herbie.
Why would he do that?
He lent them to WNEW. Or
Why?
Jack or whatever.
Why?
Because they have to bake their own tapes.
They can get they're not the only ovens.
Hey, Howard,
I want my ovens.
These ovens are $39.99 each at Lexus.
Send some tapes down to Famous Rage.
All right, I tell you what. I'm going to give you $500 today.
No, I've already told them that we have to buy more ovens today.
$39.99 we're talking about?
Yeah.
I thought this was some kind of...
no, Howard, they're like cheap convection ovens.
And NEW had to borrow them.
To borrow them. This is some company. Look, here, we're talking about tapes.
I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
Let me give you...
Put your money.
No. I want to pay for them.
I don't want to have to pull the maws when that
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
The maws. Look who's talking. Here's $200. But what do you need, $500?
No, $200.
Take every goddamn dime.
No. We got it.
Take it. Here. Buy ovens today. Here.
Jesus. That's $1,000.
Here. Take this.
He can't
Take
buy
it and
that
buy
many
ovens. Here. Buy some ovens.
There's enough there to buy 3 ovens and hire another person for a week.
And give the rest to Lewis, my new executive producer.
All right.
Thank you.
Send some tapes to Napadano's Bakery in Newark, and while you're there, pick up some for yourself.
All right, I want to now move on with my show. Willie Nelson is waiting. There's a Russian chick looking to get in here. I had things to give away. But
You gave something away.
I gave one thing away. I was going to give away 4 things. I was going to give away 4 things. 3 things we're not giving away.
You know what? Lewis could probably use that.
Yeah.
Why don't you give Lewis one as a reward?
Here, take all my money.
Give him one of the prizes.
$500? Okay, Lewis, you want a prize?
Tom, you'll approve that?
It's a wedding gift.
All right.
All right.
You think meringue lessons?
I'm giving you
cost nothing?
$500 cash to start you in your new position.
Thank you very
Something for the
much.
chef's outfit.
Courtesy of Sin City, starring Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke, and Jessica Alba, which, by the way, is a great movie, Sin City.
I love that movie.
Thank you very much.
I've already seen it, and I got the DVD. I'm going to see it again. I love
very
it.
much, Tom.
Get your Sin City DVD in collectible limited edition packaging today.
That's your raise, Lewis.
Yeah.
He found a way to give you one.
Thank you.
I feel like baking right now.
$500. That's like
Now, how do I give away
raise.
Baba Booey? All right. You know what you have to do?
Yes.
What do you have to do?
Shut up.
Right.
See?
All right. We're going to be back right after these words.